Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together, and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
The Black Hills is ours. That's where our stories began. That is our Jerusalem. My name is Simon Moya Smith. I am a citizen of the Oglala Lakota Nation, and I'm also Chicano.
I'd ask whether or not you think I will someday be on Mount Rushmore, but...
Mount Rushmore, I would believe for the United States as a celebration of their presidents. I don't see it that way. It's a desecration of our sacred site. That's where our creation story began. And it is, unfortunately, a tourist trap. But when you go there, people don't know the real history of it. And now they have 4 white guys carved right into the mountain. One of them being Abraham Lincoln, who still holds the record for, hanging the most indigenous people in a single day.
And as calls for removal grow louder, our next guest vows to protect one of the most iconic monuments in the world.
The more we focus on the flaws of these men that are on our mountain, the less likely we are to recognize the virtues.
It's not as easy to tear down, of course, Mount Rushmore as it is to tear down a statue to Robert E. Lee or Christopher Columbus. But I hope people begin to understand that these were racist white men.
And you're going to have your first big fireworks display at Mount Rushmore. What can burn? It's stone. It's stone. It's ground.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. And they finally start to cut rates. And we know Japan is going to start raising rates. And those trillions of dollars that are sitting in money market accounts are going to start flowing over to the emerging markets. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And happy holidays for those who celebrate Thanksgiving. Those who know the truth about Thanksgiving, make sure you enjoy your family. Now, we had Bitcoin and Ethereum pull back slightly, but we do have altcoins doing pretty good right now. And then also, guys, don't forget we have futures tomorrow. The stock market and bond market is going to be open for a half a day. And then, guys, we're the only game in town. But like I told you, with futures contracts ending, don't forget CME is closed tomorrow. So I definitely see us pulling back either Monday or Tuesday. So make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates pulled back yesterday. We had the dollar up yesterday. We have volume in crypto right now up. And guys, we know we're the only game in town today. And then, of course, we have Tether and USDC. And we have Tether to discontinue Euro stablecoin. And we know that's due to the MiCA rules, which is not getting any coverage. The MiCA rules go into effect December 30th. We'll see if Tether comes up with another plan. But if Tether is no good in Europe, you know for a fact it's going to be no good in the United States. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. We know USDC right now is currently the chosen one. And then we have the repo, 169 billion yesterday. Make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis during the week. And we keep getting the sticky inflation. And then on top of it, we're going to look at this jobs number to see whether the Fed is going to cut or pause. And then on top of it, we know once Trump gets into office, he's going to be doing these tariffs, which is going to cause inflation. We know this for a fact. Corporations are not going to take the loss. They're going to pass it on to the customer. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs were up. And we have Ethereum futures hit record high. We have Bitcoin and Ethereum net inflows yesterday. So guys, make sure you're paying attention to the spot Bitcoin, Ethereum inflows and outflows. And then we also know we have futures, which we know they just cash out. And CBOE is launching a new futures project on December 2nd. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have the SEC has filed Bitwise 10 Crypto Index ETF. Bitcoin, ETF, Solana, XRP, Cardano, Avalanche, Chainlink, Bitcoin Cash, Uniswap, and Polkadot. And that sounds like a great portfolio. And we know those cryptos are set up for the fourth industrial revolution. Now we have Vancouver Mayor wants a Bitcoin reserve. And of course, guys, we're going to keep hearing this narrative. And we know this is all about the digital economy. Now we have MoonPay announces WIF is available for purchase worldwide, except who? That's right, the United States. I don't see how you can say worldwide without putting the United States in. But again, as soon as we get crypto legislation inside the United States, these meme coins are going to fall by the wayside. But these meme coins are helping with adoption. Remember, the NWO doesn't want you to understand the system, and that's why they push adoption through you making money instead of you taking the time and learning the technology. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the GOAT network will enable users to stake Doge and earn crypto. And we see Doge went from a meme coin to a potential currency overnight. And don't forget, Dogecoin is a fork of Litecoin. It's not by chance. It has billions in market cap. And lastly, the person who's pushing Doge, Elon Musk, plans to launch his own gaming studio utilizing AI technology. And we know that's going to include blockchain. And of course, what does he say? Plays the Hegelian dialectic. Gaming is owned by massive corporations. And that will definitely continue because we know Microsoft will eventually lead blockchain gaming. It has to go in phases. Remember, this is a plan. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the new World Order book. Plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.